Good morning students, welcome all. In today's video, we are going to study the limitations of the planning. In our previous session, we have seen the importance of the planning. Why the planning is important in any business organization, or what is the usefulness of the planning in the company or the firm. It was studied in our last video. In today's video, we are going to study the limitations of the planning. As you know, every coin has two sides. If anything has a importance, anything has a benefits, that must have some limitations also. So, first of all, let's start with the limitations of the planning, or you can also call this criticism of the planning. So, the first is limitations of the planning. In our last session, we have seen the many importance or many benefits of the planning. But in today's video, we are going to criticize that importance. In any business organization, if the planning is important or planning has some benefits, it must have some limitations also. So the first limitation is planning is not possible in all the business. Planning is not possible in all the areas. So, when totally new type of business is to be started, then there cannot be any past data available for comparison. In importance and in characteristics of the planning, in both we have studied that in the planning formulation of the objective, at that time you have to use the past data which is available to you. But if any enterprise which is newly started, newly enterprise, at that time you don't have any previous data available to you. At that time, how can you use that past data? If you don't have any past data, how can you use that past data in the planning? So this is the most important limitations, or you can say this is also right limitations, because if any person does not have any data, how can they compare with the other data? If you have only one data, if there is a two or more than two data are available, at that time you can compare that data. But if you have only one data, how can you compare that only one data? That is not possible in the practical manner. So this is the limitations of the planning. Here, one has to rely on presumption. At that time, you have to rely. You have to rely means rely on in our Aadhaar. At that time, you have to rely only on presumption. You have to make some assumption. On the assumption, you have to go further because you don't have any past data available to you. Planning also cannot be possible in the business where maintaining business secret is inevitable, because in planning most of the details are required to be declared. That is second point. There is a number of business available in the field of the management which needs some secrets. For example, if you take an example of the army, or if you take example of any defense services, at that time there is needs to be secret of something there. So at that time, if there is any secret data is available, or any secrecy must keep in the business organization, at that time you cannot make planning, because in the planning you have to declare each and every data available to you. You cannot make planning without any secrecy. So this is also important. So here you have two things. First, you have to rely only on the presumption when you don't have any past data available to you. And the second, if your company, if your business organization has to keep some secrets, at that time also there is a very strict, there is a very usefulness of the planning does not happen in your business organization. When the business is carried out keeping in view long-term concept, then planning just remain like business. That is third one. For example, if in your business organization the time factor in your business organization is for 10 years. So in the 10 years, there is a number of elements, number of situation, number of business environment is changed. So there is a no importance of the planning in your business organization. So in all the business, planning is not important. In the, when you don't have any past data, at that time you cannot compare the data. And the second thing is when you are have to keep your business secrets. At that time, the planning is not also useful. And the third is when your business organization plan is for long term. In that also you are not making any plan. The second one is outcome of planning may not be 100%. Not 100%. As we all know, planning is good, but planning does not give you guarantee to become successful. For example, in the last video we have seen example of the student who study by making timetable. For example, in the first semester of Bachelor of Commerce, you are studying by the timetable, and you are going to study by the timetable. You want to get 70% marks in your first semester of the BCOM. So to get 70% marks in the BCOM, you have to do some planning. But if you are planning your study, your planning does not give you 100% accuracy, 100% surety that if you will follow the timetable and that time you will not give it, you will get 70%. એવું પણ બની શકે કે તમે જે છે કોઈ પણ જગ્યાએ ટાઈમ ટેબલ બનાવેલું હોય તમે ફોલો કરતા હોય at that time also you will not get the 70% marks. So this can be also possible. Planning makes a presumption about the future. Planning is the presumption, it is the assumption about the future. If precisely is strictly followed, then also there are possibility of defects in it. There is a truth in these limitations of planning. Hence, it is better to do planning and reduce risk. Instead, go unplanned and bear the risk and uncertainties. As you all know, planning is purely based on the presumption, based on the assumption, and your assumption may not be right at all the time. For example, if you assume that in your business organization these situations could be arise, and according to this assumption, you making plan, but in the future that situation will not arise, and at that time your planning does not give you the result which you want. So at that time also you cannot say your planning is 100% sure. But here one thing is 100% sure. If you are going without a plan and a bare risk, it is not right. But if you are planned and at that time if you want suffer from something that is very useful in your business organization, there is a beneficial for your business organization. તમારે કોઈ વસ્તુ જે છે એ પ્લાનિંગ વગરની તમે રિસ્ક બેર કરો એના કરતા પ્લાનિંગ કરી અને રિસ્ક બેર કરવો, it is a major thing, it is the beneficial things for your business organization. Hence it is better to do planning and reduce risk. Instead go unplanned and bear risk of uncertainty. It would be too much to expect 100% perfectness from the plan. You can never be expect 100% perfectness of the planning. You cannot say that I am making plan, I am following the plan, and I must get 70% marks in the first semester of the year. If you are planning doing work according to the planning, there is a 70% possibility that you will get the 70% marks in the first semester. But your timetable or your planning does not give you guarantee that if you are doing work according to your planning, at that time you will get the 70%. So planning is not 100% right at all the time. The third is planning done on incomplete details can be harmful. The third one is planning done on this limitation is basically the limitations of human being. This is not the limitations of the planning. If any business organization or any person who are doing planning use incomplete data to plan, at that time this is the limitations of that particular person. This is the limitation of particular business organization. So planning which is done on incomplete data, that can be harmful to your business organization. For example, in a business organization, there is any data available from the past, and that data you use to do the plan. For the backend planning, you using any data, and that data may be accurate or not. That data may be right or not from the current situations. There is truth in this argument also. If missing details are not accepted without proper verification, it can make the planning unsuccessful. If missing details are not verified, at that time also you are not going to get benefit of the plan. For example, if you have any data, you have data available to you, and that data will not verified by your plan maker. At that time also you will not get the right benefit of the planning. So each and every data which is available to you, that must be accepted and that must be verified. If you are not verifying that data, at that time also the benefits of the planning will not get according to your dream, according to your presumption. It can make the planning unsuccessful, and eventually that particular thing or that particular data will not give you the success. It is properly said that if it so happen, it is not the limitations of the planning. As I said, it is not the limitations of the planning, but of those people who formulate the plan, who make the plan, who formulate the policies. It is the limitations of that human being. There is little possibility of such defects if details are collected with proper care. If you are take care while you are collecting the data, each and every item should be get according to your dream, according to your want, according to your requirement. At that time also there is possibility that that data will not get the success, but that possibility is very less. So wherever you collect any data, that data should be collected very carefully. The fourth point is planning proves futile in rapidly changing situation. The fourth point is planning proves futile. Futile means useless, nothing in rapidly changing situation. So, in some of the businesses, situation and conditions changes so rapidly that planning cannot be used. As we all know, planning, every business organization mostly does planning for the 1 year. And if any business which has very changing situations in that particular business organization, if we take an example of the fashion industry, in the fashion industry, there is a changes happens in the day to day, and if any business organization which is connected with the changing environment of the business organization, at that time also your planning is not gives you the benefit which you want. One can rely to the statement that for such type of business instead of long term planning, if short term planning is carried out, it can become useful. If in your business organization the circumstances or the environment of your business organization is changing, at that time you should do the planning for the short term. You should not plan for the long term. If you are planning for the long run, at that time if the situation or if the environment of business organization will change, at that time your planning will also become the futile. Your planning will become useless. Or if the planning is constantly changed as per the changing situation, then also it can be useful. To do planning is better than leaving the business to the mercies of opportunity, luck or coincidence. Or if your business organization, there is a changing situation in your business organization, so you have two options. You have to do short term planning, or according to the changing situation you should change the plan. So once you are doing any plan and in your business organization there is any changes happen in your business organization, so at that time also you must change your business planning according to the changes of the business organization. Planning is an expensive and long process. The fifth point is planning is expensive and long process. To collect data and analyze them, formulate alternate plans, select one of them, make arrangement of check and control. All these methods require expert knowledge and huge machinery, which is expensive. In process of the planning, we will see while doing the planning, first of all you have to collect the data. From collecting the data, you will have the number of alternatives available to you. Among them alternatives, you have to choose the best alternative for you. And once you choose the alternative, you have to formulate that alternative. Once you implement that particular objective, particular things in your business organization, after that you have to carry out the particular control system of your business organization. These are all things are very expensive. First of all, you have to collect the data. According to the data, you have many alternatives. Amongst them, alternative, you have to choose only one alternative. After choosing the alternative, you have to implement that alternative in your business organization, which will become your objective. And according to your objective, you have to continuously change that whether your business operations are carried out according to your need or not. These all things are not free. These all things need some finance, and these things are very expensive. Moreover, there is long process behind formulating plans. As you all know, planning is a long process also. So the planning is an expensive and long process. The business enterprise or the owner of the business organization which has very limited scope, which has very limited working in that particular business organization, that will not take the expense of that particular plan. This statement does not hold much water practically. The cost of planning gets written in the multiplication of the cost. But this is not right all the time. If your business organization is a big, at that time you have to plan according to the size of the business organization. And if your business organization is a small in the size or in the any manner, at that time you have to plan according to your requirement. But planning should be done according to your requirement. If you are done your business operation only on the mercy, only on the luck, at that time you will not get the enough benefit of your business organization in comparison to those who are doing the planning in their business organization. So the planning is expensive and longer process. The next limitation is factors beyond control makes planning helpless. factors beyond control less planning habits. If big unexpected changes are there in the factors affecting the business, then it has any effect on it, and sometimes the planning seems freedom. In your business organization, if there is any factors arises which is not controlled in any business organization, at that time the planning does not make any importance. For example, before some years, GST is implemented and all other taxes are cancelled. So GST are implemented. So if you are in a business organization, if you are doing planning, if your tax planning is very good, but if all the indirect taxes will be cancelled, where is your planning? At that time, your planning will not give you benefit. In any business organization, if there is any factor which is not under control in the business organization, for example, if any political situation or any political environment changes, at that time also there may be possibility of changes in the business policies of the next government, and according to government policy you have to carry out your business organization. So this is also not in your favor. So in any business organization in which any factors which is not controllable by the business organization or by the owner of the business, it will create your planning very helpless. You cannot make any change. You cannot make any benefit in your business organization. For example, certain reasons like crop failure in the drought year, change in the tax policy of government, change in the labor wage laws, technical researches, etc. make the planning helpless. For example, if you are doing planning and according to plan you are doing any activity, and if any government policies changes, at that time you cannot do any, because the government policy is only in hand of the government. If High Court or Supreme Court of the India will change in any situation, at that time also you don't have any alternative availability. So this must be kept in mind while you are doing planning. Planning may obstruct the growth of employee. This is also important. The next point is, which is 7, obstruct growth of employee. Obstruct the growth of employee. As we all know, in the planning, each and every activity, each and everything is clear in earlier stage. So if any person who have capacity, who have power to do the more work which will be given to them, at that time they does not get opportunity to grow. So the planning will obstruct the growth of the employees. The planning people decide in advance the business policy, system of guidance, control system, etc. Employee have to just implement them. It means each and every activity, each and every task is decided in the earlier stage, and all the employees of the business organization are just to implement that particular thing, just to implement that particular plan in the business organization. So it will become very important in the business organization to give opportunity to the employee for the growth. If in your business organization your employee will not get the power or the opportunity for the growth of themselves, at that time if they will get the better opportunity, if they will get the better business organization of them, all them will transfer themselves to the other business organization. So this will also keep in mind while you are doing planning. The next thing is planning breeds rigidity in the management. Rigidity in the management. Some businessmen are not ready to make changes once planning is carried out. There is a number of businessmen are available which is not ready to make changes once planning is done. If in your business organization all your business person or all the management are not ready to make changes in your planning, at that time that rigidity will not give you the fruitful result of the plan. Consequently, planning becomes a rigid activity. Kunz and O'Donnell explain this fact with an interesting illustration. Kunz and O'Donnell gives one illustration. In 1947, in Hoover Committee findings, it was revealed that the 30 lakh purchase order placed by the federal government placed 30 rupees order to the company. The order placing cost was more than half of the order exceeds its purchasing price. It means the cost of the production is very high. It means that company will not get any benefit from the order. So here, what is the benefit of that particular business organization? They have to cancel that order. But what is the planning of that government? The government planning is they have to purchase that particular thing, but the federal government will not cancel that particular order. Such rigidity obstructs progress and harm the business. This rigidity cannot be called the basic limitations of the planning, because flexibility is one of the basic characteristics in business organization. In the characteristics we have seen, your planning should be flexible. If your business organization is not flexible according to the situation of the market, according to the situations which is changing in the business organization, so in your business organization, if rigidity is in your business organization, at that time also you will not get the benefit of your plan. Of course, this is not the limitations of the planning. This is the limitations of the human being. Rigidity can be avoided, and if one has to succeed in the business, then he has to prevent rigidity in the long run. So, in your business organization, if you want to get success, at that time you have to be flexible in your business organization. So, this is the basically limitations of the human being. This is not the limitations of the planning. So, here you can see most of the limitations are related with the human being. And in the first, not possible in all the business. This is the limitations of the planning, but not 100% perfect. This is also limitations of the planning. But after that, most of the limitations are related with the human being. For example, if any persons are rigid in their business organization, this is the limitations of the human being. If any situation is changed in the business organization, this is the also related with the human being. So here factors beyond control, which some factors are maybe controlled. This is also the limitations of the human being. So most of the limitations are related with the human being. There are not limitations of the planning. So these are the limitations of the planning. Next topic will be studied in our next